children, welcome to the channel Learn It Simple. So we have started with the topic morphology of flowering plants. In that we have learned about the stem and the roots. Okay. So now in this video we are going to learn about the leaf. So everybody know what is leaf. Leaf is a broad expanded part, okay, which is present in the plants. Okay, so a simple typical plant if I make, it is having the roots, okay, roots, stem and leaves and flowers, fruits. Okay, so we are going to study about leaves, so we are only interested in the okay, so leaf is the part which is developed laterally from the stem, okay, which develops laterally from the stem. Okay, so leaf is the main organ of the plant which perform the photosynthesis. It is a main vegetative organ of the plant which perform the photosynthesis. As it is green in color, it is having chloroplast in the cells and it consists of the chlorophyll pigment. So that's why it is green in color. So its major function is to perform the photosynthesis and also the transportation. How the transportation, that we are going to learn in the further. Okay, so leaf, it is arising from the lateral branch of the laterally from the stem, okay, and it develops from the node. Okay, the node give rise to the leaves. Okay, so leaves emerges from the nodes. Okay, now the leaf, the axil of leaf, this is a leaf and this is a stem. The axil of this region, it consists of the axillary bud. Okay, they consist of axillary bud between them. This axillary bud give rise to a new lateral branch of the stem. Okay, further when the plant develop. Okay, so and how the leaf grows, you can say the apical part of the shoot apex consists of meristematic tissues, and this meristematic tissue give rise to the new leaves. Okay, so the leaves always grow in a acropetal order. What do you mean by acropetal order? That is the older at the base and younger at the apex. So you have always seen, must have watched a plant growing. So the growing plant, when you see the tip region of the plant, the leaves are very small and light green in color. So that means they are the young leaves. Okay, and the leaves which are at the bottom are very dark in color and they are broad and very hard. So that means they are older. Okay, so they are always in a acropetal order. Okay, so this was about the, you can say, leaf. Now we will see a structure of a single leaf. What a single leaf consists of. Okay, a single leaf a single leaf consists of a part that is leaf base, petiole and lamina or leaf blade, also called as leaf blade. Okay, now what are the function of all these three? Okay, the leaf base functions to attach the leaf to the stem. So the leaf is attached to the stem with the leaf base. Okay, so leaf base, there is a very normal simple leaf base, but in some plant you can see the leaf base is having a sheet like structure. In case of monocots, maize if you see, so this is the stem. Okay, so the stem will have a leaf. How it will have a leaf? Okay, so it is having a sheet like structure. The base of the leaf is not very thin, okay, not pointed. It is sheet like structure. Okay, it is covering the stem. Okay, sheet like structure. You have to remove like that, so it will come out in the form of sheet. So leaf base is sheet like in case of monocots, that is maize. Some leaf base are very swollen leaf base. Okay, so the leaf base which is there, it is swollen. So such type of leaf base is called as pulvinous. Okay, it is called as pulvinous leaf base. Okay, so why? Because it is swollen. Next is, at the leaf base there is a leafy outgrowth. There is axillary bud, but there is a separate, it is attached to the petiole. At the leaf base of the leaf, there is a leafy like structures growing. That leafy like structures are called as stipules. Okay, stipules. So the plant which bears this leafy outgrowths are called as the stipulates. The leaves are called as stipulates. Okay, and then the next one is petiole. So this petiole is the stalk of the leaf. It connects the leaf blade to this leaf base, to the stem. Okay, so it attaches with the stem. Okay, and this petiole acts like it keeps the leaf light. Okay, so the leaves can move up and down with the air, with the wind currents. Okay, so this fluttering of leaf also give what? It gives fresh air to the leaves. It makes the atmosphere near the leaf cool. Okay, and it helps in transpiration also because of the movement of air. Okay, so movement of wind. So that is the role of petiole. Okay, so the leaf which have petiole is called petiolate, and the leaves which do not have petioles are sessile leaf. Sessile leaves are, there is a stem and there is a leaf like this. There is no petiole. Okay, so such leaves are called sessile. Okay, so that was about the petiole. Then the leaf have a broad expanded part called as the lamina. Okay, everybody know. So this lamina is a broad expanded part which is green in color. It performs photosynthesis. And what is the another function? It also bears veins and veinlets. Possess veins and veinlets. What is the function of veinlets? This main vein is called as the midrib. Okay, and these are the veinlets. Now what is the function of veinlets? It transport the essential nutrients to the plant. From roots to the leaf, it transport water and minerals. From leaf to different part of the plant, it transport the food materials. Okay, so transportation of nutrients, water, minerals are done by the veins and veinlets. So this veins and veinlets, it transport the nutrients to the leaf tissues. Okay, and also water to the leaf tissues. Okay, so that is the function of leaf. Now leaf varies. There is not just this is one particular leaf, but different plants show different leaf. Okay, different leaf structures are there in different plant. Some leaves are varies in the margin, in their shape, in their apex, in the incision. Okay, what kind of incision? For example, hibiscus leaf. Hibiscus leaf, if we see, so it is having many incision like this. Okay, incisions. So different leaves are having different structures. So different plants have different types of leaves. Okay, now this was about the structure of leaf. Okay, now we are going to learn about the veins. There are two different types of veins. Okay, the venations. The venations are of two types. There is this is a reticulate venation. The venations in leaves are of two types. One is the reticulate and other is the parallel. Okay, reticulate venations are the one, the leaf is there. Okay, this leaves bears the network like structures. Okay, so network like structures are there, veins, network like veins are there. So such type of venation is called reticulate venations. And the leaf which is there, it is having parallel veins. So such type of venation is called as parallel venations. So reticulate venation is seen in the dicotyledonous plant. Okay, parallel venation is seen in the monocotyledonous plants. Okay, such as maize, jawar, bajra, wheat, all those things, they show parallel venations. And in dicotyledonous plant, okay, the different plants such as mango, hibiscus, different plants, different dicotyledonous plants, okay, they show reticulate venations. Okay, so one thing I forgot to, this pulvinous stem is not seen in any plant. Okay, it is seen in the dicotyledonous plant, and that family is the leguminous family, Leguminosae family. In Leguminosae family, they have the leaf base as the pulvinous leaf base. The leaf base is swollen in the leguminous plant. So legume plants are the one which bear the fruits in the legume form, which have the pods. Okay, for example, gulmohar, then that is Caesalpinia. All these plants are having the pulvinous leaf base. Okay, so next we are going to learn about the types of leaves. Okay,